It does not really count.
But anyways, let's start with Banana Fish. My synopsis for episode 18 is I don't remember. I
Okay,
have
hold on.
no idea what happens.
I need to actually
I think episode
look
18
at.
is when Blanca shows up, right? It's either when,
Okay, so this is the other question. I don't remember where we stopped. It's been so long. I
that's it.
have no
I'm pretty
memory
sure it's
of what the
episode
last
18. Episode 18, episode
No, no,
17.
yeah, no, it was episode 18. I just don't remember what happened in episode 17.
Isn't that when he shows up as like a younger kid? Even though he looks exactly the fucking same, by the way. And then fucking Senator tries to fuck him, and then he's like, "Ha,
Okay, yeah,
I'm
you're right.
I'm Ash. I'm gonna kill you." And then Blanca shows up, kills him. There we go. That's what happens.
Right.
Everything's coming together.
So 18 was like a flashback to like the last little bit of, Ash in the dead senator's room, like freaking out by himself.
Yes.
Uh,
And then Blanca basically tells him a message. I'm gonna kill AJ if you don't show up to like this place and whatever. He shows up to the place and Blanca beats the shit out of him. After we find out that fucking perv dad Golzinate,
Perv dad.
Yes.
Please don't refer to him that way.
super fucked up dude,
Makes
and
it
Okay,
way
there
more
you
weird.
go.
super fucked up
Perv
dude.
dad.
You made him sound way more mild.
I mean that comes into play in the next episode. After this
It
one.
does.
In the fucked up way. But anyways, fucked up person and YL are like, yo, we have a proposition for you. We won't kill AJ if you turn yourself over. And then, is that it? Yeah, that's it, right?
Pretty
Oh,
much.
and some other things. You have to turn over the documents and turn over the
Yeah.
doctor.
The doctor, the documents, and yourself back to Golzine.
And then and then Ash is like, yeah, sure. And YL is very mad because he obviously has hots for Ash. And then episode 19 starts after he has given himself up. And Max is like, yo, just let him do his thing. I believe in him. And this basically is the episode Ash is depressed and he basically becomes anemic.
Well,
And-
18 also has the fight with Blanca, where Ash is like, I want to punch him in the face, and Blanca's like, lol jokes like you could, nerd.
oh,
And then
yeah. Blanca just beats the
proceeds
shit out
to
of him.
kick the crap out of him.
Yeah.
And then while Ash is like laying on the ground, he's like, I want to talk to him. And then he like basically says like, you're a fuck. You're a fucking fuck. And Golzina wants to make you less of a fuck. So just stop trying to be an asshole. Just let Golzina teach you how to be a criminal.
Yeah.
Is basically the summary of that's
Big quotes over teach. I don't know what the fuck he'd be teaching him. Not good
Yeah, seriously.
things.
not good things.
Blanca's too big
how
for
to,
that.
how to survive getting old man dick in the ass is basically what he'd be learning.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, dude, that's what happened. Let's be real.
Yes.
Let's be honest right now.
Episode 19 and then starts. AG finds out that he is. That's at the end, right? Oh my god, everything's a fucking mess in my head. Anyways, the big.
AG finds out that what YL was involved.
Yes. AG finds out Wild is involved. He gets the other gangsters to be and to form a plan to free Ash. After they find out Ash is going to be at this party, and they find out that Ash is in a wheelchair and he's like, weak and dying.
Well,
before
first
this-
he does the dumb thing that every protagonist has to do, where he's like, "I figured out who the boss is. Let's go confront him." And he shows up at Wile's apartment. He's like, "I know it was you." And thankfully, Wile is not a complete idiot, so he's not like, "Yes, it was me all along." Thankfully, Wile is at least sort of like, "I don't know what you're talking about," but he was also doing it in that voice of like, "I don't know what you're talking about, but we both know what I'm talking about."
Yeah.
So
Yes,
they have
that's what
like this
happened.
weird stilted conversation where I absolutely expected YL at some point just be like, "Kunai with chain, stab him in the throat, kill him."
But
I want
no,
him
no.
dead."
Kunai with Chain was with AG at that point.
Yeah, AG and Kunai with chain show up at YL's apartment, and he's like, and YL has like the fucking hate boner for AG, so I'm surprised he didn't order Kunai with chain to fucking kill AG right there.
Because Kunai with Chain was about the shit out of YL. At that point, there was no, the boss.
The boss
boss
thing
subordinate. Yeah, the boss subordinate relationship was no longer there.
Okay.
It moved over with Blanca, which, by the way, what a fucking upgrade.
Dude, what a fucking baller he is.
Blanca. Yes, around this time, Ash is also being, told to do really bad things to people. Basically, finding out how to best exploit the armed services in the Middle East, which I guess it might have been Vietnam back when this was written.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or some equally Yeah.
Or
Shit,
still the
third
Middle
world
East. I don't
country.
know.
Who knows? I mean, we were fucking over the Middle East in that time, also.
I mean, the Middle East is like, yeah. Let's go past that.
There's a history there that we
In
won't
20
get
years,
involved
we'll
with,
be saying the same thing.
that we were then and still are fucking over the Middle East. Yeah, undoubtedly.
Yep. That's basically it. Ash is doing some fucked up things because he's being told to do so. He doesn't really decide. He kind of just starts getting sick on just because his body's rejecting everything. It's very psychosomatic. But yeah, he's very like he's fragile at this point.
Yeah.
Episode 20, which is the episode we just recently watched, which was this past Wednesday, I think is when it comes out. AG ballers it up and finally does something cool. Sure, he
Yeah.
fucks up towards the end there, but you know, at least he tried. He tried, and that's enough for me.
I was wondering how when we started 20, I was like, how many points is Reddit about to give AG for this?
I mean, it was a cool plan. Like it didn't fucking work. Well, it worked enough.
It kind of worked.
It worked enough, yes.
The
worked 'cause-
critical points of it worked.
Yeah, it worked because Blanca didn't want to fuck everything up.
Right.
Yeah, it worked because Blanca decided it worked.
That was, yeah,
Is
basically.
what Ash said. You know, this only worked because Blanca decided it would. AG is bumfucking around in the sewers at this point, so he doesn't know. So they head to the party. They gunshot it up. They start shooting up everyone. They manage to get Ash out of trouble and start going into the sewers. And you know, they scurry off their little ways after Ash tells them that was a terrible plan to all meet up at the same place because now they're sitting ducks or
Okay,
fish in
so
a barrel.
first of all, this is the thing that kind of bugged me a little bit. They climb into like a sewer manhole, and then the next scene, they're in a subway. I'm fairly certain the sewer and the subway system in New York is not connected. I get that the subway system is shit there, but like, come on.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Because
feel like it's
there's
not.
another manhole cover in the subway system that they go into, and that's where the sewers are also there. It's very complex.
I feel like they're doing New York a disservice there.
This is the city that smells like trash, like all the time.
It is.
I've been to New York, so I'm allowed to say that.
It's also the city that smells like trash in like the 1970s, 80s. I don't remember when this was written, but yeah.
I mean, it's always been.
Set in Vietnam times, and I watched Forrest Gump. I know that city was super shit back then.
Oh, Forrest Gump. What a great movie.
What a great
Anyways,
movie.
Ash decides to go to the National History Museum.
Yes.
The Museum of National
The Museum
History.
of National History.
Yes. He shuts everything off, and then this becomes a night at the museum wherein Chinese people go in and they don't come out because they're dead.
I don't think that's how Night at the Museum went.
They think the T-Rexes are alive, and it's actually just Ash, slitting their
I
throats.
also don't think they think that.
Well, actually,
Pretty sure they realize what's happening.
they realize too late. They're getting panicked. According to Blanca, they were panicked because there was scary shit in the museum. According to Blanca, this is canon, Nick.
I know it's canon, but I'm saying. I'm pretty sure they didn't look. They didn't all look at the skeleton of the T-Rex, turn around, hear somebody go down, and go, "Fuck the T-Rex!"
Well, they shot at the T-Rex. I know that for sure. Or shot at the T-Rex in the general
Shot in the
vicinity.
direction of the T-Rex.
Yeah. So then Kane shows up and starts mowing down motherfuckers.
We had an honest to god drive-by.
Right? They start mowing down motherfuckers. Ash comes up, takes YL hostage because he's there, and he tells Blanca to get his hostages, who now include AG and his friends, and go up into the National Museum. There they exchange YL for the four guys. The four guys run away to the rat's nest, I believe is what they called it.
Yeah.
And Ash also scurries out after Blanca decides to shoot him, but misses, and then Ash kind of flicks a knife at him and gets him right in the fucking wrist.
Yeah.
YL also apparently forgot that he's a fucking ninja, and then just kind of like sits there limp, just doing nothing.
YL is a little bit of a bitch a lot of the time.
Yeah, like what happened to his like fucking I'm gonna poke you in the neck and then you're just not gonna do anything.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Right?
that actually.
Like he had that cool shit, and then he's like, okay, well I'm not gonna do anything because Blanca's here. Help me, Blanca.
Help me. You're so large and manly. Do something. Save me.
And that was Bananafish. Did I forget something?
Dude, okay, so fucking YL got like manhandled around this episode by his hair also.
Yeah, he should definitely think about cutting it.
YL when he tries to like run away or run and attack AG at the party, fucking
Alright.
Rocket just grabs him by one of the rings and like holds him down.
He's like, no, don't do that.
And then Ash like wraps his own hair around Wyle's throat and drags him around like he's a fucking dog on a leash.
Yeah. Once again, he should cut his hair.
He should consider cutting his hair.
Right now it is
Not
a
doing
health
him any
hazard.
favors. It really is.
Speaking of hair, Goblin Slayer. This is skipping an episode, but hair does come into play much later on in the 7th episode. Yes,
Yes.
7th episode.
Oh yeah, you're right. Took me a second.
Episode 6 starts out with them going up to Swordmane and be like, yo, what the fuck you want? And Swordmane's like, go kill some goblins. Goblin Slayer's like, okay, cool. And they go to the sewers. And then in the sewers, they kind of just fuck around for a bit. And then they find goblins, and then they beat shit out of goblins. Do they? No.
What?
Did they go down the
In the-
sewers in this episode 6?
No, they go into 7.
Yes. They're going to the sewers episode 6, but they haven't fought goblins yet. That I should fix that in my notes. Don't see goblins. There we go.
Yeah, they don't see goblins in 6. They like barely make it into the sewers. Oh no, wait, they do. I'm sorry, don't they?
I am forgetting. I do not remember how episode 6 ended.
Hold on, they're in the.
I remember getting really mad at how
the
episode
boats.
7
The
ended.
boats.
That
They
was
see the boats in 6.
Oh, okay.
7 was the catacombs.
Yes.
Or whatever the fuck it was.
It was
Was
like,
6 was 6 the boats?
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought
it
six.
was-
I thought 7 was the alligators in the first half, and then Super Goblins in the second half.
Well, no, there's definitely boats in 6 because I'm looking at it.
Cause
Oh, I think isn't it like they just tease the boats? Like the boats come up and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna fight."
Nope, they're
goblins boats?
full
No?
on like halfway through the episode fighting the boats.
okay.
Oh, okay.
And then the next episode's when they brought the canary. I'm assuming.
That is, but I feel like that's the last half. Because at some point there's an alligator. Is that still episode 6?
That's boats.
It's boats?
That's with the boats. So in 7, they start off back at Sword Maiden's place where she takes a bath with
Oh,
Priestess.
that's what it was. Okay, I was flipping
And
those
then-
two.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's the bath. They talk about some random bullshit. I don't remember what. I didn't really care. That's not what I was looking at. Or that's
They
not what
talk
I was listening
about,
to.
like, yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
There were other plot things happening on my screen, and I was
There were other two
distracted.
things I was paying attention to.
2 large objects I was paying a lot of attention to. No, they talk about
Are you scared? Yes. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Are you scared of the goblins was basically the thing, as Sword Maiden more insinuates at this point, but we learned for sure in episode 8 that, yeah, she got raped by goblins in her
Yep.
past. So she has, like, PTSD from goblins.
Oh shit, I forgot. This episode 6 also starts out with the weird, very anachronistic story by that one dude. Because I felt like I was watching another show.
What story?
oh,
His,
yeah,
little, his
no.
little story
Yeah,
of how the Demon King got killed.
Got
Oh,
wrecked by
yeah.
the swordman. Yeah, I was like, did I click on something else?
So, okay, this was what was confusing me before. I think last time, so 4 weeks ago when we last held ABC, I mentioned this, that they were doing the episodes out of order, or they were doing the arcs out of order. But I said I liked it at the time. This little sequence they have is actually from the latest manga chapter that's been translated. I was so confused. Like, I opened it, I was like, what am I watching? What is this? Where are we going with this? I don't know anymore. I was real concerned that the hero was about to show up and we were about to go kill some demons. I was like, no, this is what I signed up for. I just want to kill goblins. I don't want this.
Well, that happens, and then it ends to my liking. Yeah,
And then
episode
it goes
6,
away forever, thankfully.
we get the alligators. Episode 7. We go back to the catacombs, and then
No,
we get
we
Super
have,
Goblins.
we have the alligator in episode 6.
Yeah.
Episode 7, we have the bath and the catacombs.
That's what I said. I said
No, you
episode
said the alligator
6
in
ends with the
episode
alligator, and then episode 7.
Oh,
Anyways, yeah, Super Goblin shows up. Well, first we get a canary because that's important. Because that comes into play when I'm gonna rant here in just a moment
Okay.
for something fucking stupid I thought was. Anyways,
so we have the canary.
we have the canary. They take the canary because miners used to do this. It was an actual thing. Really fucked up for the canaries, but it saved miners' lives until they got out and got black lung and then died anyway.
Valid, but also not what we're talking about. Also, I'm pretty sure not related to the canary thing at all.
Yeah, it is. Well, no.
No.
The
Canaries,
fact that they got black lung is not related to canary. The canary is, making sure there's oxygen for the miners to breathe.
yeah, the canaries had more to do with carbon monoxide poisoning, I think.
Yeah, he
no, I
mentioned-
thought it was sulfur.
You might be sulfur. I forget.
It's some weird thing that you find underground.
Some toxic thing.
Yeah,
It's either that or just not enough oxygen. Was another thing.
I think it's a toxin specifically.
Is
Yeah.
it?
'Cause
Okay.
they mentioned poison.
Yeah.
That's in the show though. Like it might not be like actual.
Well,
like,
I mean,
one-to-one.
Oh yeah,
think it
no.
is,
In the
though.
show, it's
Okay.
poison. In actual, it's probably
Yeah.
with sulfur.
I think it is
We'll
like
look it up
sulfur
later.
carbon monoxide or something. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah, so they get trapped into a room. They use cement to wall off the poison to start, change the direction of where the poison is going, so they kill some of the goblins outside. The goblins show up, break through, and our crew starts getting beat the fuck up because there's a lot of fucking goblins. Super Goblin shows up and smacks the shit out of Goblin Slayer. And then Goblin Slayer wakes up and is like, yo, I'm gonna use that hair that we saw off that one chick. Because she's dead. And a skeleton. And I don't know why that hair was still kind of there. She probably would have disintegrated by then. But anyways, picks up the hair and then just chokes the shit out of the fucking Super Goblin. The Super Goblin gets crazy and starts reading the fuck out of his other goblins. And then the other goblins just run away.
I want to say the goblins just found some random wigs. Like, oh, this will complete the look.
Right? It's probably just an actual just wig.
It
Yeah.
very well could be, yeah.
Because that body was
That was some
bones.
pristine
Yeah,
hair.
Judging by the way it kind of just fell off of the bones, I'm kind of thinking it was a wig.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't just have like a layer of hair on top of your bones, and then when
Also-
it's just like whoop right off altogether.
Also, that hair was strong.
I mean, clumps of hair is strong.
Yeah.
Like, he was right
No,
about
but
that.
if that was actual from a corpse hair,
Oh,
the
yeah.
point where,
It
yeah,
it's
no.
totally like dead. Like, it just
yeah, it'll be snapping off of the
Oh,
small.
it'd be just
yeah, way
disintegrating.
more brittle if
it would
was
literally
not
dust at that
fresh
point.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then once again, Goblin Slayer just gets punched out. He's basically the thing happens where they get thrown out of stone wall and they break the stone.
Yeah.
At that point, he'd probably be dead. But actually, he does die.
Well, he does die.
Yes, he does. Goblin Slayer does die. Quite technically, he just does die.
I mean,
and the
it's
episode,
not technical at
yeah,
all.
he just
it's
dies.
absolute fact. He dies.
And then the episode ends with the shot of the canary's eye, which I thought was very nice for the first 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then the next 10 seconds happened. And then the next 10 seconds happened.
Okay. I was gonna wonder if you were gonna talk about this or not. I can explain if you don't know what was happening.
What was happening? Because from what I saw, it was a still image.
There was an error in the when it was brought over from Japan to America. I don't know if it was due to
Oh, thank
it
God.
being added in late or what. That was actually supposed to be where the credits rolled. So there were
Oh.
supposed to be credits going the whole time of this is just the still image of nothing's happening and there's credits going.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, where are the credits? Because then that ends, and then the credits will roll.
Right.
As the ending. Okay. I still don't really like it, mostly because usually when something like that happens, you'll have some movement in the reflection. You probably see them kind of moving around, trying to
or
help
something
them out.
very important in the eye.
Not even very important, just kind of some movement other than literally a still image, and then kind of the sheen going every once in a while. Okay, but that was an error, so that kind of, I'll note that as an error. That's okay in my book. That kind of sucks that it happened. Episode 8. He wakes up. Apparently, to be resurrected, it has to be a naked virgin. It can't just be a virgin. It has to be a naked virgin.
Yeah. Obviously, Brandon. Come on.
Yeah.
Obviously.
If
And
you're
then
gonna spend the night with a virgin, what's the point if they're
technically he
not?
doesn't spend the night. He was fucking dead.
I mean, irrelevant as far as the spell is concerned, clearly.
Wait, are you talking about spend the night or spend the night?
There's the implication of
Yeah.
spend the night, but I mean,
Once again, he's dead. He can't do anything.
exactly. That's what I'm going with. I mean, technically, priapism is a thing and death boners and all that. So I mean,
Yeah.
it technically would be possible, but I'm gonna want to really say it didn't happen.
It's
'cause
like
it
some
would be
strong
really-
rigor mortis.
You must share a
Well,
bed
it's
with a
called priapism,
virgin.
but it's
It's
absolutely a real thing.
I'm making another joke. Anyways, they just kind of fuck around for 20 minutes, and then they go fight the eyeball.
Well, first he has his flashback to his master in the
Yeah.
fucking icicle cave.
Oh, you mean Master Splinter?
Yeah, Master Splinter slash Smeagol. Yeah.
The moment he showed up, I'm like, oh my god, it's Splinter!
I know, right? I like the whole time I was like, oh, it's a goblin. Oh, it's a goblin. He shows up now, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Splinter. I'm so happy.
I thought it was a dwarf thing.
I don't know. It looked more like rat-like.
I don't think it's a
I
goblin.
saw like whiskers on that thing, but they were like pretty thick ass whiskers.
If anyone knows who it is, it'd be you because you read the books. Did they
It
ever
was, like,
explain
they have
what
not
it was?
explained in the books what the fuck it is.
Whatever. Fuck, it's Master Splinter for all I fucking care.
It's Master
Yeah,
Splinter.
it might
Although
as well be.
he does break out the solid Smeagol riddle of what's in my pocket.
I
Yeah,
thought that was Bilbo.
Oh, was it Bilbo?
That was
to
Bilbo.
Smeagol? Damn it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, it can be like fucked up Bilbo from the end of the first book.
Oh
the end of the
yeah,
first
when
movie.
they're in Rivendell.
Yeah. Give me back the ring!
I want to touch the ring.
But yes, that happens.
Problems.
And then once again, just other stuff happens. They ate some ice cream.
They eat some ice cream. Goblin Slayer learns how to make ice cream, which will inevitably be used to kill goblins.
give goblins brain freeze.
So
Hey,
that fire mixture, I thought, is that actual fire mixture? Because it could also be salt.
fire mixture?
So the fire, the way that you can make ice cream is if you salt the ice around and then use like a metal tub, you start spinning the ice cream or the cream or the heavy cream around
Yeah.
in that, and it'll make
Okay.
ice cream kind of free. It'll make the cream freeze into ice cream.
Oh,
That's how you
okay,
make ice cream
yeah.
manually.
I was just wondering what you meant by fire mixture. It's like, okay.
Well, technically, I guess I'm wrong because they probably have a word for salt, which is just salt.
Right.
They're not fucking
I'm assuming
Neanderthals.
they meant like gunpowder, and I don't know if it would work. I've never tried it, but I mean,
Maybe it's some like stronger salt. I don't know.
Maybe.
in theory, you just need something that would produce a strong
It lowers the
exothermic
temperature.
reaction.
Yeah.
So, I guess it would be like theoretically possible. I don't know.
No. Would
It'd be an
work out?
interesting experiment.
Maybe. So then he gets some flour from the chick, from the witch that I hate, which I still hate, which he is going to use against the eyeball, because he can't use it
Right.
against the goblins.
Yeah.
So
Fucking
yeah.
beholder.
Yeah, with the disintegrate beam.
Yeah.
That's more of like a lava beam.
Lava disintegrates.
It is
Yeah.
supposed to be a disintegrate beam, both in terms of what a beholder can do and what they say it is.
I don't know. It looked more like lava to me, or like whatever it touches becomes lava for a little bit, and then eventually, it'll disintegrate because it's so fucking hot. But anyways, they fight that for a little bit. They use the flour as an explosive,
Yeah.
and then they blow up the eyeball. And then Elf gets mad because he wasn't supposed to use fire, and he's like, "But it was an explosion." And this comes into my second point. I don't know why she like had that rule. I understand if it's under the city where it's dangerous, but like I don't think that was her reasoning.
I think it was just because this is just a guess because it's kind of cruel.
I don't fucking care.
No,
Eh.
exactly. Well,
If
because
I remember correctly, I think it had more to do with like she didn't want him to just like wantonly destroy stuff anymore.
oh,
Cause like remember how he in like the second or third episode he like lit that whole fucking forest on fire
They
trying
lit
to
that
kill
one
Goblin.
tree on fire.
but that was
I mean,
just
a lot
with
of
the
shit burned.
priest girl.
Yeah, but I mean he
Yeah.
also fucking
It was
he's
Priest Girl
he's
and
talked about
Elf.
like he's talked about like burning we talked about diverting a river to flood fucking a goblin nest at one point. Like dude has
Yeah.
done some fucked up shit in
Yo, that-
attempts to
they
destroy
even
goblin
Work smarter,
nests.
not harder.
He
I mean, I get it,
also,
but like I do understand her thing of like let's not destroy the countryside so we can kill
like-
goblins.
oh yeah, I've also waterboarded the goblins. Like,
No, that's
Man.
torture. That doesn't kill the goblin.
no, it's like that takes time.
I mean, that takes time and it's also very inefficient.
Yeah, I was like, Goblin Slayer, come on. You
Wait,
can do
fairly
better than
inefficient
this.
fairly inefficient at doing what exactly?
Killing goblins, like, why would we waterboard them?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant it was just inefficient in general. I was like,
I'm pretty sure he said drowning them. He drowned the
would
goblins. He didn't
disagree.
waterboard the goblins.
The,
no,
s-
you didn't waterboard him.
Yeah.
the sub said waterboarding. It's like,
Oh, did they for you?
Yeah.
Dog, whoever
Yeah,
your
no.
subs are were wrong. He just drowned them.
No. Well, if I remember correctly, what he said in the manga was he diverted a river to flood them.
Well, like in his like,
That might have been like two different instances. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe.
yes,
At
he's
some point-
flooded, and yes, I've waterboarded. It's like, sure. I wouldn't put it past him.
regardless, it's a city stone. Just fucking light it on fire. Save your arrows.
Brennan is very committed to fuck this elf girl.
It's fire. It's important. It's helpful and useful. It also, burns out
Is it
jungles.
helpful and useful? I think the state of California would tend to disagree with you on that one.
I mean, are there goblins in the state of California now? I don't think so.
Are there goblins somewhere else?
Irrelevant. My
In a
point
less
stands.
fiery nation? It does not stand. It's entirely relevant.
Made a sound argument. How does the episode end? Oh, right, they kill the goblin eyeball, and they're like, yo, that mirror's kind of weird. And they're like, yeah,
Wonder what
Yeah.
this could be.
it's a mirror goblin.
They're like, look at that mirror, and then the mirror ripples in front of them, and
It's-
somehow none of them are going to react to it, I guarantee.
It's a mirror world, or it's a mimic, or some who knows.
It's actually going to be Phantom again, and it comes out, and he's like, yo, I'm
Oh
here.
god.
Wait, no, I'm wrong. Those are paintings. He comes out of paintings.
Okay,
Yeah. Was it? Yeah, it was paintings.
yeah.
But anyways, that was the end of Goblin Slayer. I forgot to mention this, but while I do like the opening, I don't like the opening singer.
To Goblin Slayer?
Yeah,
Okay.
her it's kind of just weird, right? That's how I feel. It sounds kind of weird.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, there's like
but the
not a
instrument's
lot of
fun.
openings right now. And of the 4 shows that we're watching, there's really only one that I like, and it's Zombieland Sagas.
Because I mean, that song was just fucking a trip.
It's so bizarre, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
It is.
Bunny Girl Senpai, which is what we're gonna talk about next. I don't like the opening just because it's kind of bland, kind of boring, in my opinion.
That song sounded really generic.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's like, okay, as soon as I heard it, I was like, okay, we're skipping this.
That's what I did. I mean, I watched it, but yeah, it wasn't very interesting. Not even visually. Goblin Slayer visually is also interesting. Zombieland is super fucking. Once again, that show's a fucking trip. Banana Fish
is.
has very nice landscapes. Bunny Girl, I'm like, eh. But it's got a fantastic fucking ending, which I listen to all the time.
Brennan just watches the last 20 seconds so he can watch the Bunny Girl show up again.
Yeah.
What? Oh! In the opening?
Yeah, in the opening.
No. Not even for that. I've got
Sure.
Google for that. So,
Okay.
episode 6 for Bunny Girl Senpai. Nick, what's the girl's name? The lapless demon? I forgot her name. Koga? Koga? Koga.
Koga.
Oh my god, it's Koga. Koga, like the 6th gym in Pokemon Red and Blue.
Sure, let's
Yeah.
go with that.
Cool.
Yeah, Master Koga. Anyways, Koga gets rejected. That's what I have in my notebook.
Yes.
That's basically what
that
happens.
is I guess a simplification of everything that happens in 6.
Wherein me and Nick were right. Right? We were right with our...
We were wrong
the
about,
prediction?
well,
We were kind of right for the prediction wherein she does end up liking him, which was fucking
Right.
obvious.
Yeah.
And she was going to turn back time so that she could get... she was turning back time so that she could get with him.
Right.
In this case, not really knowingly, because she was very conflicted. Which is kind of the main theme of this episode, was
Yeah.
how conflicted she felt. And ultimately she does, just kind of suck it up. You can say,
Right.
you know what, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then they turn back time all the way back to when this all started so that he can have his time with Mai.
right.
Yeah.
So everyone
That
gets
was-
happy ending, kind of.
That was the one thing where it was like, I originally guessed that she was going to turn back time all the way sooner and redo it all to try and get him to like her, by turning time all the way back and doing it all again.
Yeah.
So the fact that it was just a more contained, let's just flick back the last day and do it over and over and over again to go to the beach. I did not expect that, but other than that, we pretty much predicted this whole episode.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Although it's still a good, nice episode. She kind of cries at the end because, of course, she got her heart broken. But it was kind of nice. She does grow, wherein now she just flat out rejects creepy baller guy.
Right.
What a fucking ass hat, dude.
What a
I hope-
fucking
What a fucking dickhole.
right.
Well, I don't think you were here, Alex, but me and Nick hate this guy.
I could tell.
What a
Yeah, I
fucking,
don't know if
That's-
you were here for
This
the
is
last
kind of
episode.
a no shit. You guys would hate him.
what a douchebag.
What a fucking asshole.
Oh yeah.
And so we get the next arc, which is
Well, she rejects basketball guy, and then like immediately after that, they have like the of like she's walking home alone, and we all feel bad for her, and then her friends show up, so clearly it all worked out because
but
fucking high school girls.
her other friend isn't there.
Is she not?
Nope, the girl that liked him, the girl that liked the guy that liked her, isn't there.
Really?
That was a nice
Really?
that was a nice touch.
I
Oh
didn't-
wait,
I
no,
honestly
because it
didn't
was
notice that.
it was a group Wait, wasn't it like a completely new group?
Nope, it was the same group, but because the girl that liked the guy had kind of reddish hair, she's not in that shot.
Oh, you're totally right.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I thought she was, but no, you're totally right. She had like longer, like reddish. Yeah, she's not there. It's
Yeah.
short. It's like short bob with glasses, longer black hair, and another haircut that's definitely not that girl. Yeah, no, she's gone.
And
Interesting.
some rando girl with black hair. That was, I don't know, super quiet or something like that.
Was she in that part? Was she there? Because I was
There
hoping
was
she'd
this
come
girl
back.
with like a black ponytail.
Because remember that
I
girl
don't, I don't
who...
remember if we saw her before.
Remember Strap Girl? The phone strap girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her.
Was
Yeah.
that actually her?
Oh, was it?
I think so. I would assume.
I'd like to think it was, because that'd be a very nice bow tie. Woody bow tie?
Yeah.
Gift wrap? I don't know. That'd be a very nice way to end it, because, they become friends after, I would assume Red Girl or whoever else kind of bullied her.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah, Red Girl isn't there, kind of fulfilling the prophecy that they weren't really going to be friends after this, but, I don't know. They'll make up. Who the fuck knows?
Right.
I'm done with this girl.
Yeah.
I like her arc. Her arc was okay.
I like her. I'm done for now. Moving on.
Moving on to Best Girl Futaba. What a fucking 2 episodes. This arc was very fun.
Best girl.
Best friend? I don't know. Best friend girl.
Brent is throwing out best girl to every girl in this show, except for actually no, only 2 of them so far.
Yeah, just Futaba and Mai.
It's just been Futaba and Mai who've gotten
And also the
immediate
cat.
best girl status, and the cat.
And the cat.
And speaking of the cat, fucking cat girl.
Oh shit, no. We forgot. Cat Girl's Mai. No, is she? No.
No,
The
No.
Cat Girl's Mai because she's Shonier's cat.
no, you idiot! The fucking
The
middle
sister.
schooler.
Oh, right. Sorry. Benjamin Button Girl.
Yes, mostly. Well,
We
yeah.
don't know yet. Maybe. Who knows? But yes, we actually see her at the end of episode 6.
We're going for George Orwell's time machine, but okay.
Regardless, something like that. Some timey-wimey stuff that we're gonna get into an episode after this, or future, in the future episodes that we have not come out yet, because we're not gonna talk about that yet, because Futaba was the main focus of these 2 next arcs, or of this
Right.
next arc. But yeah, at the end of episode 6, we have a tease where we see a younger girl who looks like the girl that main guy liked. I wish I knew
Yeah.
his name. Holding a cat, and this actually has been answering the thing that has always been bugging me about the opening was, where the fuck's that second cat? And it's this cat. It's this white cat,
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
right? Because Kaida's holding 2 cats. The current one, and then a white one. I was wondering,
Yeah.
where the fuck's the other cat? And, we have her now, finally.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Starting with episode 7, we see that this girl starts coming over to their house to, take care of the cat so that she can take care of it on her own
Right.
at some point. And now his house is just full of a bunch of chicks.
Right.
2 little sisters, Futaba and
His
Mai.
little sister's super jealous, and well, Futaba and Mai are not there yet.
They'll be there eventually. I'm skipping ahead a couple chapters. A couple
You're
minutes.
skipping to the end of the episode,
Is this the end of the episode?
basically.
Oh, shit, you're right. Wait, no,
Oh.
this is like halfway through. Because
It's like most of the way through.
Oh, I don't remember what's going on.
We still
Keep
have
going,
the entire
keep
section where
going.
you have to like run around the city and be like, "What's going on? Where are the Futabas coming from? Where are they going?"
Oh, you're right. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, he's running around because he sees Futaba with her ponytail up.
Well, first he calls Futaba, and we have basically a foreshadowing to what's going to be the thing at the end, because we see her taking a picture of her cleavage in the bathroom when he calls her.
Yes, that was the foreshadowing. We also have extra foreshadowing in the library a bit, like, around this part as well, where Futaba was talking about, where she's talking about, like, how she's reading a book about 2 people, about how a person splits into 2, or, oh no, she's talking about fucking, like, quantum entanglement, and how
Yeah.
2 things can, like, know the same thing, or 2 particles share the same information instantaneously, and
Right.
it talks about how, someone can get split into 2, because, that's exactly what happened to her. And this is where kind of close to the end is when he finds out that there's 2 Futabas after he calls Futaba and sees another Futaba running around in the PC bar. PC cafe. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so he talks with, he goes and meets Mai after her shoot. They're like going home or wherever they're going, and they see Futaba. So he goes into the PC cafe to try and find her,
Yep.
calls her on the phone, I guess trying to listen for like the telephone ring or something.
A commendable effort.
Right. A great theory. Don't know why he didn't react to. That's weird. You picked up and I didn't hear it. But anyways, he ends up thankfully seeing Futaba while talking to Futaba. Doesn't the one he sees doesn't have the phone, so obviously she doesn't have the phone, and he's weirded out by that. So he chases her down, and they have a chat about there's two of you now.
Yes, one wears a ponytail and doesn't wear glasses, and then the other one is normal Futaba.
Yeah.
Who
But-
doesn't actually exist, probably.
Not the original Futaba.
We learn in the 8th episode.
I mean, is it technically, I guess she's not the original. I would say she's not the original. She's the one that disappears.
She's
They're
the one-
different aspects of her.
Right. It's hard to say because then when he picks up the phone, the other one on the phone knows about his hospitalization. So I don't know which one's the real one or not.
Well, no,
but,
the thing is, they both have the same memories up until the point where they split.
yeah, up until the point where they split. And so like when they snap back together, it's hard to say which one is the real one. Just
So-
because the one disappears but they still have
Yeah.
all of the memories of both of them, it gets weird. It's hard to say which one's real.
My theory is going to be that like there was going to be an original and a second. My original theory was that the original was going to be the ponytail girl or ponytail Futaba, who like is trying harder to change versus the second Futaba, who's like trying to maintain who she is, and that's where the conflict starts. And then once they like reconcile, that's when they become one, and the original's the original. But yeah, that's not really the way it goes. So. My theory is neither proven nor disproven. It just was never a theory that even made sense.
Oh, the wonders of not having book club and therefore not being able to call Brennan out on his shit. He's wrong.
I mean, I just said I was wrong. I said to myself that I was wrong.
But then you tried and couch it behind this little like, it was never a theory, therefore
Well,
it
no,
doesn't count.
it was never a theory that made sense in the context of the show. Once like more
Okay.
information was revealed. Like once more
Okay.
information was revealed, like it just doesn't hold any water. That's like, I don't know, saying there's no ground to the ocean. Because we've never seen it.
All right, Brendan, moving on.
Eh, whatever.
Let's just keep this going.
We get a nice scene with Mai and Sakusa. God damn, that's the name. With Sakusa, where they're kind of, on the floor, kind of, making kissy faces at each other. They hit their foreheads, and they're like, "All right, let's not kiss today." That was cute.
It was absolutely adorable.
Yeah, it was adorable. Someone called a doctor because I think I might have diabetes. What else happened in this episode?
He talks to
he
Futaba
talks to-
while she's in the bath, and she's like, I don't know what's happening, but she once again says it in that tone of voice where she totally knows what's happening.
Oh yeah.
But Sakuta, being who he is, doesn't call her on her shit, and he just is like, I'm gonna show up at school tomorrow and talk to the other one then.
Still though, he's being a real bro, helping her out.
He's always been a bro.
Yeah.
He always has been.
Actually,
yeah.
this also reminds me of something else that like I really liked happened was where he like says, "Yo, she can stay with me in the night," and Mai's like, "I don't like that," and Sakura immediately picks up like, "Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. I understand your feelings. I won't do that."
I can understand how that would be uncomfortable. So everyone sleeps over?
Well, that's what Mai asked.
Harem situation?
Isn't that what Mai suggests? Like, I'll sleep over.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
what she did.
Yeah, she suggests it technically, but still.
Yeah,
the
harem
implication
situation,
is
100%.
harem situation, 100%.
And then bitchy girlfriend, bitchy Kunimi girlfriend at the end shows up and is like, "Yo, what's her face is doing some weird shit. I think she's in trouble." Which,
Yeah.
regardless of how bitchy she is, once again, what a fucking bro.
Okay. She's been bitchy for like 6
Since
episodes.
higher
Fucking
time.
now that we're in Futaba's arc and Futaba cannot be Miss Exposition, we had to con it off on a fucking bitchy Kunimi's girlfriend because Futaba couldn't be Miss Exposition.
Well, no,
I
it's not even like
can't-
position. She's like, it's one plot point that we find out from her. That's it.
Yeah, but that's like most of what Futaba does is like one plot point. We show up and we're like, "What's going on?" And Futaba explains to us what's going on.
Well, she
Now
doesn't
it's
explain anything.
Kunimi-
She's just like, "Yo, she's taking pictures of herself," and that's the end of it.
I'm surprised she didn't like show it to her boyfriends. Like, see, this girl you're friends with is slut.
thirsty bitch.
I can't wait for like her arguing for me. Just like, I really don't care about you, regardless of what your shit is. I don't care. You're a bitch.
Well, it doesn't matter because we find out Kunimi is having issues with her in the next episode.
Yeah, we do.
But I don't really
Arguing about
count that
something.
as exposition because she doesn't really like expositate. I don't know, expositionate.
I
She kind of
mean,
just shows
she
and
does.
says a thing.
She definitely does.
Well, I usually call her misexposition because she like explains the dumb sciencey stuff that's happening.
Except for it's never right.
It is never right, but she still explains it, and it's still exposition in the context of the show. And she still
mean,
does that.
okay.
That's still her like she still does that in this episode.
Kunimi's girlfriend showed up in this episode to do nothing other than facilitate the delivery of a plot point into Sakata's hands. There's actually no inherent reason why she should do that. Also, it makes no sense because she hates Sakata. She thinks he's weird and annoying and thinks that Futaba is like
See, I thought that was
also
the weird
weird
part.
and annoying and trying to poach her boyfriend.
Does she? Has she actually said
Yes.
that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She confronts him in episode
Multiple-
5 or 6, I forget.
I don't know which time it was, like on top of the school roof.
Yeah, exactly. Alex and I
Oh.
are thinking of the same event where, yeah,
Okay.
his girlfriend basically shows up and she's like, that science bitch. She's trying to poach my boyfriend, right? And Sakata plays dumb.
All I
and,
remember
there's
was,
no
"I hate
reason
you, I
why
hate
she
you, I hate
should
you."
have showed up.
All I remember was her saying, "I hate you."
She does
Pretty
say that a
much.
lot.
Like that's actually like
And it's
it became Charlie Brown, where like her like the noise that came out of her mouth was just wah 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 wah.
She was one of the adults from Charlie Brown.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, she's there for a plot point and that ends. I need some more water. And that's how this episode ends. And then we get the awesome ending. Next episode. I love that ending. Mostly just sung by my voice actress, because the other ones are okay, but hers is the best. Episode 8.
Well, we also at some point have somebody calls Mai on the phone, and she.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it was her manager. Her manager
Manager.
calls Mai on the phone, and she's like, "I have a boyfriend," and her manager freaks out. We also see that Kaide still has like phone PTSD.
Oh, yeah, that was sad.
That was sad.
Oh,
that
right.
That made me feel sad.
It was a little bit too real.
You're like, oh.
Oh.
Like
But-
I was here for the warm fuzzy feelings and Kaide's like PTSD phase. I was like, oh, this is heartbreaking. Bullying
But-
is an epidemic in society.
But, but once again, Mai, being the best girl that she is, immediately picks up on it and goes to another room.
Yeah, solid person, Mai.
Solid person overall. Yes, episode 8. I watched it yesterday. I don't remember what happened. Once again, at least I don't remember the order of the events. I remember at some point, I believe it's one of the first things that happens, is Sakata talks with Ponytail Girl.
Yes.
And around this time, this is one of the first things that happens, is that he tells her that he found out about her account. She tells her about the account, and then she immediately gets weird messages from weird people, because this is what happens when you post pictures of yourself on the internet, is you get really, really fucking strange comments. In this case, it's weirder because they figure out where her where she is, because
Yeah,
they know her
School uniform.
school uniform. Thank you for the assist.
no
Yep.
problem.
It
So
wasn't
that's actually a
unique.
little bit into the episode. So it starts out with
Okay, I was super wrong.
we confront Glasses Futaba in the bath again about
Yeah.
I know that you have this account.
Oh,
And
that's
so
nice.
they have like a little talk back and forth about like why she originally created the account.
Is
About
She
that
wanted to feel
how
pretty.
Yeah, I want
And
people to notice
she
me, even though I
developed
hate the reason.
earlier than
Yeah.
anyone else in her age, faster.
It was basically, yeah, people notice me because of this thing that I hate, but I can exploit it to get people to notice me. But it still feels horrible to be noticed because of that. Like, and it made a little bit more sense because we then go talk to Ponytail Futaba on the train, and she's like, it's basically a form of self-mutilation. Like, we feel horrible doing it, but we do it anyways, which
Yeah.
made a lot of sense.
Made a lot of
I
sense. Still really sad.
Yeah, still really depressing. Again, there's a lot of like this show is a lot of like social commentary basically.
Like, ooh, Eve, social commentary in my fuzzy worms.
Right. Outside of Mai's arc, Mai's 3 episodes, there was not that much social commentary.
No.
Last, like couple episodes, it's been brutal.
It's oof.
Yeah. And then I don't exactly understand why, but Sakata bought like bird cookies for a whole bunch of people over the course of like 2 days, and they all had stuff to say about like what they were going to try and do, or what they should do to try and fix the two Futapas.
That's just for style. That's to make the ending easier.
Yeah. So everybody, also both Futapas have a funny thing where they both, he hands them like the bag, they both take out one of the bird cookies and immediately break it in half, which I thought was kind of like, you know, a little bit on the nose for the arc, but whatever. Whereas everybody who was a Futaba that we saw the bird cookie, who we saw have the bird cookie, just eats the bird cookie. So I mean, it was a little bit on the nose, but whatever.
I didn't notice that. Good catch.
Symbolism, and symbolism. It's a thing.
It's symbolic.
I noticed it 1 out of 100 times. But then we have he goes to talk to Ponytail Futaba at the train station before they get on the train.
Okay.
That's where she gets found out by creepy weird guy.
Yeah, well, could be creepy weird girl too. Probably a guy.
It could also be creepy weird girl.
Probably
I decided to be heteronormative about it, but I guess yeah, we can. This is 2018. We could say it could be creepy weird girl. It is 2018 Japan. They are not super okay with that, but I mean, you know, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, Zombieland Saga, but anyway.
Yeah.
We'll open that bag of worms.
There.
We'll open that can of worms, not bag of worms. Yeah, and then he's like, I'll call the police, and you know, that usually resolves most things, hopefully.
Yeah.
Unless he's super fucking creepy. Well, anyways.
Unless whatever weirdo is doing this is not self-aware at all, and the threat of the police will show up and fucking arrest your ass.
Imagine if the person who texted her was the red-haired guy.
The basketball dude?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
more reason to fucking hate that kid.
More reason to fucking hate that kid, right?
Anyways.
Blackmail you into doing me. Fucking just KYS IRL.
This last half, this is where the warm fuzzies come back, where they're actually, you know, they're a whole gang and they're best friends.
Yeah.
He decides, or she wants him to spend the night. She also says, you know, if he tries anything, he'll tell Mai, because you know she's also a good friend. Mm-hmm. And during this time, she has mixed feelings about whether or not Kunimi likes her. Sakuta shows that Kunimi does like her, well, in a way he likes her. Probably not in the way she wants.
He basically shows her that he cares about her.
Yes, that's a better way to put it.
And so, yeah.
Enough to, like, rush on a bike.
Right.
Rush on a bike.
Giving no reason why, he just calls up Kunimi and he's like, show up.
Yeah, something sus is happening with her.
Right. She needs somebody, and I think it's gonna be us, bro. And so fucking Kunimi just shows up on the bike. He gets there before them, because he's the ultimate bro.
Because he's also on a fucking bike.
True.
Also, basketball team.
Also basketball team.
And bike, you know, 2 wheels.
Yeah.
Faster than legs. But anyways.
They may have been really close. I don't know how close they were to that train
Yeah, it really
station.
depends on where, like, this was.
Right.
Yeah.
It was actually
how
just right
far away
outside.
Kunimi was versus how far away they were.
It was right outside the house.
Yeah, it was a block away. Kunimi had to take the bike for like 5 miles. Yeah.
So
It was 5 miles uphill both ways.
They start launching fireworks and they have a nice little time together. And they spend the all-nighter, you know, just fucking around, you know, being friends, making memories.
Yep.
Kunimi and Sakuta do the first immediate thing that comes to any high school guy's mind when it comes to fireworks. They light the fireworks on fire and then immediately start trying to hit each other with them.
Yep.
Yo, don't knock it till you try it, and then you get burned. And then you do it again.
And then you do it again. Absolutely. Firework fight. It's a thing.
Fun fact, yeah, me and my friends would used to do that, and we would have the tin garbage cans, and we use that to block.
You guys are idiots.
Yeah, fun fact, we were fucking stupid.
That's how somebody actually loses an eyeball.
Oh, it was so much fun, though.
I had a neighbor who took a fucking Roman candle to the face.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He should have had a bigger tin.
Well, I don't know if they had, like, anything to shield with.
Ah, see? Rookie mistake. You always need to have a shield. So,
If I remember exactly what happened, I think it was also after everybody had said, like, okay, we're done now, and then somebody lit one last Roman candle and went for, like, a
you know who that guy is?
shot, and
That guy?
right in the face.
That guy's the basketball kid from the show.
He is
Fucking
the
asshat.
Fucking asshat. Fucking shooting after the whistle. Everybody knows that shit's not okay.
Man, fucking get him off the field. So, after making these memories, he goes back home. He's super fucking tired. He goes to sleep. Futaba fucking leaves. It's the middle of fucking typhoon, and he takes his bike and goes over to school because that's where he thinks she'll be. He finds her
For
there.
some reason.
Well, no. First, she goes to see Ponytail Futaba, and he's like, "Where would you go?"
Oh,
And
shit,
she
right.
Probably tells him.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, she does tell him. She's like, "Oh, I know exactly where I go because I'm me."
Right. Well, it didn't have that in the show, I don't think.
No,
He
he
just
don't-
he just
They
shows up.
said if it were me.
Oh,
and
did they?
then
Okay.
cut.
yeah, he says it's for me and cut. Because realistically, we don't need to know after all the. Anyways,
Yeah.
yes.
So he shows up at school and confronts Glasses Futaba about why she wants to basically commit what is essentially suicide, as
Yes.
far as I could tell.
Yeah.
And then, boom, Japanese flu.
Again, stress. It's a large problem in our
Yeah.
Japanese society for high school students.
Actually, it was actually the rain, is what they said.
Yeah, it was
the rain gave him Japanese flu, yes, but I more meant that she wants to kill herself.
Oh,
She
yeah.
thinks that's the acceptable thing to do in this
Well,
situation.
yeah, it is a problem side, but her thing has more stems more from body
it
issues
didn't help
and
that,
self-esteem issues.
It didn't help that he showed her a picture of the other Futaba and the two of them like all happy. It's like, oh, they'll be have fun without me. Fuck my life.
Right.
Well, no, that's what kind of gets them together. After like
she
explains like,
got a lot of self-esteem issues. Let's
Yeah.
just leave it
Yeah,
at
that's
that.
like,
Futaba
why
has
the
a lot
fuck
of
That's
would
what I'm
you show
saying.
me that? Why the
and
fuck
body
you would show me
issues.
that?
You were saying that, and
I'm saying
I
that's
think
what-
that is
Yeah.
a nice way to concisely say, to summarize her problems.
yeah, that was this illogical witch arc. Self-esteem and body issues. It sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Self-esteem, no. Body and self-esteem issues. That kind of sucks. Having self-esteem does not suck. It's
Having
actually
self-esteem does not suck.
It's actually the opposite of
feel
not
right.
sucking. Of sucking. Anyways, I can't talk. Who cares?
Brendan, words are hard today.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
We have a lot to go through.
We have a lot of shit to go through.
Not anymore.
lot of-
We've got one series left.
I don't remember half of what happened. Me and Alex trying to figure out like what episode was what. Anyways,
We've been doing this for like 50 minutes.
oh my god, my throat hurts. Futaba finally decided. Futaba
Right
and
mistake.
This is
Futaba.
what you get for taking 2 weeks off like a
Shut
fucking bitch to
up.
move houses.
Last week was not my. Last week was my fault. I didn't know it was my
Last
fault.
week
Shut
it
the
was
fuck
your
up.
fault. It was only your
Grab
fault.
some vodka.
I think
That's only gonna make
last
it
week
worse.
We were like, my internet's down, and Alex and I both went, "Oh, that's weird. Our internets used to be down, but now they're okay." And you were the only person who didn't think that was weird.
I didn't think it was weird. That's why I called them. I like went through their fucking diagnostic thing, and then finally realized, oh wait, I have another router. I can just try that. That worked, and then I just turned off my other router, and it started working again.
Oh, Brandon.
The one thing I forgot to try, just turning it off and back on again. I could have sworn I tried it. And whatever. Who cares?
Anyways,
Let's end this one.
Futaba calls Futaba on the phone,
and then disappears. Boom.
and then disappears, and
Resolved.
then we go see the fireworks.
Yes, we go.
And we have
do
the
go see
classic
Bart.
romance thing that always has to happen, where somebody confesses their love but doesn't get
Yeah.
hurt. by
Which
fireworks.
was really interesting how he didn't bother bringing his girlfriend. to the
Because they're having
fireworks
issues.
festival.
He literally says that. Were you not paying attention?
Yeah,
No.
but then immediately after that, they're like, "You should get back together with your girlfriend." And he's like, "Yeah, I guess."
Oh,
so.
I thought that
after
was he
these
was talking about
fireworks."
with Mai and him.
Oh no,
Oh,
he's talking
no.
about with Kunimi's girlfriend.
He can't go out to Mai because he's forbidden to do that for right now.
Yeah,
They're like taking a break, well,
have
not
to
because
keep
they
it
want to.
private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to go back to the episode then.
So here's the
whatever.
thing.
Yeah.
He can't go out with her because that's part of her contract.
Yeah,
Like, you
I
can't have-
remember that part.
Which once again is a pretty fucked up thing. I don't know if that's a contract or like I don't know if that's part of contracts in like
It's like public image thing.
like I don't know if it's like that's the thing in like American entertainment industry.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
I
like-
mean, probably not to the extent it is in
But-
Japan, as far as I'm
but-
aware.
Asian entertainment, yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
It's way more of a thing in like
really
Japanese
weird.
idol and K-pop and stuff like
Because
that.
hey, the girls have to be pure.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I know that in K-pop, it's like if you get even caught in like a,
Yeah.
not even like a sexual relationship, just like a
Just like,
regular
I am
romantic
in a
relationship,
relationship.
shit's like over for you basically.
It's
in the
like,
entertainment
yo,
industry.
go on TV and shave your head to apologize to your fans.
Man, fuck the
or-
fans.
Or the alternative, just go into porn. You're already a slut. Just go into porn.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, they're fucked up over there. Shit's
are.
not okay.
It's pretty bad.
Which comes
Again,
into
social
play.
commentary in anime.
Yeah, which comes into play a little bit later. Wherein the next arc is gonna be Freaky Friday.
Yeah,
It's right.
I'm excited.
It's Freaky Friday.
it's Freaky Friday.
Okay,
and
I'm glad I'm not the
excited.
only one that picked up on that. Alex, do you know what we're talking about?
So excited.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Freaky Friday. Let's get that shit ready.
I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
I hope the words "get out of my get your sister out of my girlfriend" are gonna show up. Like you have to say that at
Is
some
that
point.
okay? Is that who you're talking about when you said my sister?
I think it's yeah, because the next arc is like Syscon. That I think that's the Syscon with sister
Okay.
is the title of the next arc. And in this episode, we actually saw Mai looking, watching the TV with the blonde-haired girl who's talking about how she really liked Mai.
Right.
And when the blonde-haired girl wakes up, she has the same phone case.
Okay. I didn't pick up on that.
I don't know if they're actually related.
Other stuff in this episode.
But like blonde-haired girl really has like "I want to be you" sort of vibes. Remember Trixie
Yeah.
and her friend from Fairly Odd
I
Parents?
remember Trixie. What was her friend?
The blonde-haired
Oh,
girl.
Yeah,
Who wanted to be
No,
Trixie.
I'm sorry. I do totally remember.
Right?
Oh, right.
The one who when they
What's
all
her
get
name?
when they all get superpowers, she has to be fucking hawk girl.
Oh
I
yeah.
fly.
Super slow.
Oh my god, it's almost the exact same fucking plot point, or the exact same fucking premise. Blonde-haired girl wants to be the black-haired girl.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, so this is ripping off Fairly Odd Parents from like 10
I don't
years
think it's
ago.
ripping off Trixie, dude. Trixie was shallow. Fucking don't you dare disrespect Mai like that.
Oh my god, someone got the waifu bug hard.
I'm sorry, what was that? What did we start out this one by saying, Brendan?
Yeah, Futaba and Meyer, best girl. Also, Guild Girl's also best
Yeah, I
girl.
was gonna say, did you not just start this whole sequence out by starting with Futaba, best girl?
I know
Also,
what I said.
Eiji's best girl. I know what I said.
I'm not backing down from what I said. I know words.
Okay. I will really need a lot of help with Zombieland Saga, because I don't remember the 6th episode at all. I
Okay.
feel like it's the episode where we find out how Ai dies, and it's the best fucking thing ever.
I want to say that is too.
It could be.
Like, it's either
Because
episode
it's
6...
definitely the start of the Ai and Junko thing.
Yes.
So we start out with them going over practice and basically learning about like how to do the dance that they're about to perform in the
And once again, they're super robotic, and they hit each other a lot.
Right.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. I thought that was 5 episodes ago.
it was. No,
Okay,
it was Ai and Junko talking about like
Everyone
Ai's basically
sucks.
saying like, yeah, everyone else sucks. So for this dance, because we're like the front and center of it, like I was going to match up with Junko, and that's essentially
Yes.
like the beginning is like that. The major first thing that happens is they try and trap the producer in the bathtub by getting
Yeah.
Yamada Tai to bring him things that are not shampoo while they go on the internet to look up
Who they
like-
are, and the live concert.
right.
Okay.
So they learn about Saga Rock.
Yeah.
Basically in an attempt to kind of become better as idols, as like an idol
Yes.
group, because I doesn't think that they're doing enough as idols, and Junko is still kind of having like conflicted feelings about stuff, but isn't really voicing like very vocal dissent at this point.
Oh, this is also very, like, biting commentary about idols and how their private lives mean nothing.
Right.
Towards the end of the
Well,
episode,
we don't get that this early yet.
yeah, it's
but
late. It's late in the episode.
Yeah. So, fucking Christ. Every single time it starts out with them all in the fucking dungeon basement and the producer doing his whole, like, good morning routine. Fucking, I swear to God, that dude has way too much fun with this role.
No, he does not have way too much fun. Like, he embodies, like, just the crazy character.
Dude,
I love
no,
him.
you don't, like, I swear to God, they must have just given this dude, like, a shit ton of props and been like, just do some bits. Like, just by yourself.
At
Like,
some
whatever
point,
the fuck you want.
someone came in with, like, some French bread to, like, eat at lunch, and he took it.
Oh my
And that's
god!
how the
I
last
forgot
episode
about the
started.
French bread.
I imagine they did actually want him to spell out guerrilla warfare, but the actor didn't know how to spell it, so they were like, nah, fuck it, we'll just do it in Japanese instead.
God.
Guerrilla warfare. Okay, but yeah, this dude has way too much fun. We'll talk about how much fun he has when we get to episode 9 and the fucking trumpet, because holy shit, that was amazing.
Trumpet?
He has the fucking, the shell horn, where he
Oh,
just makes
that was
horn
episode 8.
noises with his mouth
Oh my god.
instead of playing the trumpet. It was amazing.
Was this episode? I thought it was episode 8, not episode 9.
That was.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was episode 8.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
haven't
bad
seen
at
9
counting.
yet. I'm sorry, I forgot what episode we were on. But yeah, no, in episode 8, where he pretends to play the trumpet, and instead it's just the voice actor making trumpet noises with his mouth. She was amazing. Fucking loved that joke.
Yes,
So
episode 6.
yeah, back to episode 6. He basically yells at Sakura like always, and then announces to the group that they're all going to be going out and having a little develop yourself as idols, take pictures with your fans that you now have.
Oh,
But
yes,
don't get
because
too
they
far
do have
ahead of
fans.
yourself because you don't have that many. So they basically agree like we're gonna go out and take pictures and meet fans and do normal
stuff.
idol stuff.
Which
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call that normal. It's kind of fucking.
I
Yeah, Mike, taking pictures of fans. Yeah, it's fine.
average
Yeah.
idol things that would happen in modern times, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, fan meetups. I don't even think they're that weird in terms of like
Yeah, those aren't
American
weird.
entertainment industry. Like
Yeah,
that's pretty
no.
normal.
But
Yeah,
yes.
so this is where Junko finally is like, I am not going to go talk to people. I don't want to like interact. with
I'm
them.
not some whore.
touch the fans with my bare hands.
while
What
the
am I, a
while the
slut?
courtesan just like glares at her. Oh man, I wish.
What am I? I don't know.
What am I, some sort of prostitute? The courtesan in the
It's like-
corner. What's wrong with that?
It's like, oh, no offense.
Oh, none taken.
It's like
I do
offense
like
taken.
that like they all had their own little like setup where they were just taking pictures with them.
Oh my
and then
gosh,
you
you
get
have,
a
like, a
courtesan
fucking
up
bed.
on stage with a couch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of funny.
And the little sitar thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was full on like back to her classic
Actual courtesan setup.
actual courtesan like entertainment industry kind of thing. She was a solid. I still like the courtesan. She's my favorite. She's the best.
She's pretty good. Yeah, I like her too.
Second only to the dog, who is the best actually.
Oh God, how long has it been since we've seen them?
He
dog?
like shows up every once in a while.
He shows up in like he shows up in some of the interstitials sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like the one where he was like hunting the fucking whatever the fuck it was, like a crow or a raven on the roof.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. He also the I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it's pretty fucking obvious. The ending is his story essentially.
Oh.
It's him just walking
Oh,
around
okay.
town. Like each shot is like you can see
Right.
him just walking around.
I just thought he was just walking around town.
It's not really his story yet. It's just him.
Okay.
It focuses on him is a better way to put it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense.
But yeah.
Does it change episode to episode, or is it the same
no,
thing?
he's just walking around
Okay.
in the same
I was
walk.
wondering if it was like every episode there was like, this is what the dog was doing all episode.
That'd be funny. I'd like that.
It'd be interesting. It'd be a
Uh,
little bit too much work, so I'm not surprised they didn't do it, but it would be cool.
Yeah. This is where Junko has, Junko just does not like that she has to meet up with fans. Like, why would she do that? All she has to do is, like, sing up on stage. That's all she needs. Which
Right.
I kind of agree with her. I agree with
I mean, she explains it a little bit better when she's like, this is from like how they did it in my day.
Like,
Yeah.
this didn't
Back
do
in
that.
my day.
You goddamn
I had to
whippersnappers.
talk to these people.
Back in my day, in the 90s. I think she's from the 90s.
80s.
80s.
Did
Yeah.
you say she was from the
Jesus
80s?
Christ.
In like the second episode, I think they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can also just look up because she's from the Showa area, so we can just look up when the Showa era was.
Let me guess. 79 to 92.
The year is 1926 to 1989.
Well, I had one of those stages right. I had 3 of those stages right for the beginning year.
Period of enlightenment, peace, and harmony, or period of radiant Japan. That definitely there is a
skip over
couple
that.
of years in there where they were not that radiant, or excessively radiant, one could say, depending on the opinions of
Let
the
me-
luminosity of the
just
atomic
gonna-
bomb.
Just skip over that for a little bit. Japan kind of sucked for a little bit. Yes. Junko does not like it. She freaks out. That's the end of the episode, right?
So basically, Junko like goes off to have her like alone time on the beach, and then Sakura shows up and
Oh,
falls in
yes.
the ocean and loses all of her whatever body paint they used to look like normal human beings. And
Makeup?
then Yeah, makeup. That's a better way to put it. Okay, so first of all, this is the thing that started to annoy me in this episode. Fucking, as soon as they lose that like flesh-colored makeup, the bandages just appear out of nowhere. That's like, keeping
Oh my god,
the
they
focus on-
do!
Where the fuck is it coming from?
Maybe they put the makeup over the bandages.
That would be so weird.
Or-
Also, their skin would be like super lumpy.
Or maybe
I
it's
don't know.
just like, oh, the makeup worked at like plaster, so now it's off.
Here's my theory. They were kind of lazy and just decided not to have a second model.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking you're right.
I'm not gonna say lazy. Like it is a small weird thing, but actually,
It's just something I started to notice.
I didn't notice it, but now that you pointed it out, I will notice it more.
Yeah.
I especially
Yeah,
noticed it
well.
because the next thing that happens is I, who is also trying to find Junko, gets caught out in the rain with a biker girl whose name I cannot remember at the moment. But they end up,
Saki.
yeah, Saki.
Yeah, I have a character wiki right up in front.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, I and Saki end up sort of like hiding out on inside of like a little playground tunnel, and this is where we learn about how I died
Yes.
Yeah.
in the most metal ending
Oh
of
my
all time.
god. What a fucking way to go.
Yep.
Where in did it say what performance they were giving? Was it actually at Saga Rock, or was it just like a generic
It
performance?
wasn't Saga Rock. Well, it wasn't even a generic performance. It was just like it was a big crowd. This is when they were like at the height. Oh well, this was like the roller coaster up, the bull market, if you will, of them being popular. So like right now they're super popular. She comes out on stage, just like start belting out those notes. She points up to the sky during a rainstorm, and then boom, lightning hits her, and she gets instantly fried.
Yeah.
It might have been Saga Rock.
I don't remember if they ever say, but it was a huge like
Yeah.
Whole,
Either Saga Rock or like a
performance
huge.
It wasn't
thing.
Saga Rock, 'cause Saga Rock is like a smaller thing. This was a
Okay.
bigger performance, if I remember correctly.
I didn't know if like what we were seeing at Saga Rock was just like the side stage and there was a main stage we weren't really seeing, but
Maybe.
but yeah, she gets fucking
She gets
shot
fucking
in the heart by
toasted.
some lightning.
Mm-hmm. Extra crispy.
And this is where I start to realize that like their
They're dead, like-
bandages
oh.
and scars and stuff, it's like very telling of how they died, because I is like covered in bandages because she is cooked.
Yeah.
She has like full body burns, and at some point when we learned about how Junko died, I understand why she is in pieces.
Oh, she got cut up.
Oh,
Because she
God.
Oh,
crashed in a plane and is probably dead in pieces when they put her
And
back
that's
together.
why.
Oh, right.
And that's why Lily has her heart out.
Yeah, because Lily basically has a heart attack and
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
my thought was that it was gonna be a perfect blue situation where Junko gets stalked and then cut up to pieces. But that was just a darker moment. I'm not gonna mention why I thought that.
That would be very.
That also like kind of
comfortable.
would make sense as to why she doesn't like people or fans.
True, but I mean they did explain that with the whole like this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
how we did it in the show era thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But regardless, she died because her plane crashed,
Right,
presumably, allegedly,
that's what they say,
allegedly.
and
Yeah.
I'm willing to believe them because so far they haven't lied to us.
Yeah.
But so we go back to the episode 7, which starts out with everybody else practicing except for Junko, who is now sitting alone in the attic covered in mushrooms.
Is episode 7 correct? This is how this is how it starts.
Yeah, episode 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how it starts. She's, kind of not in a good place. She's kind of sad. Growing mushrooms on her head, all that kind of crap. I
Mhm.
believe this is around the time where you find out how she died, right? Or was this the
Yeah.
last episode? Yeah. In this episode, we find out how she died. The way she gets out of it, essentially, is the manager comes up, breaks the fucking door,
Knocks her out.
yeah, knocks her the fuck out. After she wakes up, he's like, "Yo, you have to fix the door,"
Also,
and then she goes fix the door, which is kind of a funny, quick little scene where she's like holding the drill, and she looks really uncomfortable, like using the drill. That's all I really remember.
well, that's at the end of it. First, he's
Yeah.
like, he basically has like his
Let's
whole
have a
thing
sit
about,
down.
yeah, he's like, let's have a sit down. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you, girl. you do you. Except for, I mean, he does say you do you. Basically,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I understand that like shit's hard for you, and this is the way things are now. But like, you don't have to. If it makes you that uncomfortable, you don't have to do it. Just tell fucking I that this is what your character does, and she'll get it. She understands performance, and that's the end of it. FYI, you also have to fix the door because
Yeah.
you made me do this.
Yeah.
Just tell her you won't break kayfabe.
So in the meantime, we see I as she has basically been like overworking herself to death to try and get prepared for this performance. She like falls to pieces at one point, puts herself all back together. Once again, it's somewhat on the nose, but anyways, we get to the day of the Saga Rock performance. Fuck, I'm scrolling through the episode. I just remembered what comes next. So we get to the day of the Saga Rock performance. We're waiting for Junko to show up. Junko is not coming. They all get in the car. They all start trundling off to the Saga Rock performance, sort of sad. And then Junko goes charging out of the house, jumps over the fence, stands arms spread in front of the car, says, "Stop, I'm going to come." Wham! And gets wiped out by the car.
It feels like deja vu.
It does a little bit.
That's exactly what fucking Sakura
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was so fucking
Did she
great.
get hit twice?
No, she just gets hit the one time.
The one
Oh.
time.
I thought like he backed up at some point and hit her again.
No. He stops right there. He makes her stand up by herself after he hit her with the truck and declare her intent to come with again. He doesn't let anybody go help her, but no, he doesn't hit her
Yeah.
again.
Actually, with the head, they do try to go help him. He's like, no! She has to do this on her own.
Yeah,
She's strong.
she's strong. She didn't just come
She's
running out of
an
the house
idol.
to...
But more importantly, she's a zombie.
There's also something I would like to bring up, is that the violence is always so cartoony. Like, it is super cartoony with the show. I love it. There's another
yeah.
moment next episode where, like, the cartooniness of the violence, like, it just gets me. It's like fucking Tom and Jerry.
It is kind of.
Yeah,
But then...
she shows up.
Yeah, she shows up. She declares that she is, going to be an idol again, and everybody has like the group hug. This is where we have the interstitial, where Brent and I learned that Cygames Studio is
Yeah.
apparently native to Saga.
Wait, what studios?
Cygames.
Oh, yes, what did they make again? They made Shadowverse. They also
Shadowverse.
made, Grand Blue? No.
Did they?
Grand Blue Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
And then some other game, I don't remember. Some other game people know. Let me see.
But yeah, that was interesting to learn.
Oh.
Because Brendan had sold out to Shadowverse a while ago now,
Yeah.
5 or 6 episodes ago. But yeah, I think so.
Where the hell did I tell you this?
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought I posted a picture of, like, Saga games and stuff.
Where did you tell me what? That Shadowverse or Cygames was in...
Saga?
I mean, the same day we were all watching the episode.
There he goes. Oh, that's all I said. There's some other game they also made. I forgot. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I knew that you were playing Shadowverse. We started playing it together, and I remember you talking about it because I just remember you talking about
I
it.
also have not played Shadowverse since the last time we played it.
I have not either.
Yeah. I've been playing
I've been
fucking
to Dazzler Lane.
Magic.
Fair.
Better waifus. Liliana, come at me.
False. It's all about Vraska.
Ew.
Yeah.
I
That's a good
get
way to
what
get an
Nick is
STD.
going for. Got that Izanami look.
Whatever floats your boat.
I will die happy.
And then get resurrected and die again, and then get resurrected and die again.
Well, if she resurrects me as a zombie, I won't have to die again, Brandon, please. Anyways.
If a zombie
So-
dies, does it actually die? Sorry, we'll get into this later.
There's a very philosophical question there.
Yeah, anyways, Saga Rock.
We get distracted talking about what does alive mean in that context. But anyways, so we
What
show up at
is
Saga
alive?
Rock. Everybody's somewhat nervous, and the manager's like, "Let me take a good look at you before you all go out for your first big performance." And he stares at them proudly, and they all look up at him, proud of themselves. And then he whips out the extra strength waterproof spray and hoses them all down with boot
Boot-proof.
purposed
Yeah.
waterproof spray. so that
I mean-
their makeup will stay attached.
Might as well. That's also a really good way to like slip. Don't put that at the bottom of your shoes.
I mean, yeah, you're not supposed to put it on the bottom of your shoes. You're supposed to put it on the side and the top. Hence the reason that's the part where that you want it to be waterproof on. That's not automatically waterproof because it's not rubber.
Yes. But I've seen videos. Fucking idiots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what a fucking trip.
Don't be dummies.
Did it?
Yeah. Did it what? Did it end with me laughing on the ground all to myself? Yes, totally. Like, people do stupid, and I laugh at them. Yes. And then they finally get up on stage, and
Well,
they start
no.
singing. No?
First, we have the other idol group that gets up on stage,
Oh, right!
and
Oh
we
my
have
god.
hand-animated dancing and singing that occurs.
Which looked really nice. But here's one thing. It's like been 10 years since I died, right?
Has it?
I think it's been about 10 years. I think that's what
I
they said.
don't know much about the timeline of this show to tell you yes or no to that question.
Because I'm pretty sure it's been more than 5 years, and at that point, those girls should have looked different.
See, this is part of why I don't know that it's been 10 years. I don't remember when they would have said that, but I feel like they didn't.
Because, no, they specifically said it's long enough that people forgot who I was.
I mean, she could have just been like at the start of the popularity of this idol group, and this could be like
But, like,
the end of it.
she
if they're performing
died
at Saga Rock.
in the coolest way ever. People are going to remember who the fuck she is. Just because of the way she died. I'm pretty sure it's 10 years. I think somewhere in the show they said 10 years. Or some amount of time that's around 10 years.
I think Sakura died 5 or 10 years. It's been 5 or 10 years since she died, right?
Yeah, and if it's been that long since Sakura died, then it's been about
Maybe.
that long for I.
Yeah.
All right.
Regardless, though, in my mind, it's been 10 years, so it was very weird to see those girls look exactly the fucking same, like they're like 15 or something. Because I was totally expecting them to look older.
You were expecting them to be like full-on adults.
I guess so, yeah. And they look the fucking same, so like my concept of time just got completely blown away. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? I've had this wrong for so long, which might be entirely possible, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah, they sing. I was like, damn, they used to be my crew, and now they didn't really remember me. Those bitches.
Right. Those bitches, and they look better than me because they got actual good animation. So then we go back to the tent for a little bit, and everybody's like doing their own like pre-performance
We
preparation.
got pregame.
And in one of my favorite scenes, you have Lily with her actual heart beating out of her chest, and she shoves
Yeah.
it back inside of herself.
Lily, your chest. Oh no! I don't know why I
That was
turned into
pretty
Mickey Mouse.
I don't know what you turned into Mickey Mouse either.
Oh.
So then we have the hype up circle. Everybody gets hype. They get yelled at for yelling, but they get hype anyways. And they all come out in the rain, prepared to perform. I don't remember if we've had it up to this point or not, but I love that the fucking megaphone has returned as a thing.
I think it's always kind of
yes.
always been there. But
I remember it more from the death metal part in the very beginning.
Yeah.
oh, because it was a very prominent part. But like I think even when they're talking to the old people at that one like shrine,
Yes.
they have the megaphone. I think
they
they have the
might
megaphone,
had it
like-
during the gorilla.
Yeah, they did definitely. Because I remember Saki like running back to the thing and putting it down. So the
Okay.
megaphone's like been there. It's made a couple
Yeah.
of appearances.
I really noticed it. I don't know. It was more. I guess I more associate it with Saki, and so I think when the gorilla performance, it may have been Sakura using it. So I really noted
was
it
Saki.
this time. Was
It's
it
always
Saki?
been Saki. Saki's
Okay.
always using it.
Mm,
Except for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I do remember her using it a bunch.
But anyway,
So I appreciate that it continues to be a thing.
I would like to point out though, because when they started singing, something in my mind was also just completely blown away. In the opening, when they're like walking through the tunnel, one of the singers like it just has a very powerful voice,
Okay.
and I always thought that was the courtesan. Junko starts singing in this like part,
Mhm.
and I realized that was her voice. Like the voice that she has when she's singing versus the voice she has when she's talking, just don't really match up. But when she started singing, I was like, damn, she became my favorite character immediately.
Really?
Yes, that voice
That
is
was also
awesome.
like a good singing voice.
Yes!
I don't know if I'm gonna give Junko that much credit for having a good voice.
Fucking love her voice. Best voice.
She's still a little bit too whingy for my taste.
She is
but
whingy,
okay.
but whatever.
She's
She can belt out the notes like anyone, like no one else. But yeah, that was just very bizarre. Like, it got me.
Okay.
I could have sworn that was just a courtesan, but, you know. They sound kind
So
of
I think
similar when singing.
I think it starts out with I trying to sing, and I has a little bit of trouble because she's still
She's still,
understandably nervous about the
you know, the lightning everywhere.
the lightning everywhere, and it's gonna come get her because it does.
Well, it gets everyone.
I think it's everybody
Yeah.
on stage.
So, Junko decides to start singing. She's like, you know, I got you. I'll match up with you. So Junko starts singing and starts belting out the notes. Suddenly, lightning comes and destroys the fucking stage. And then that's where we find out that lightning has no effect on zombies.
Yep.
Because they're dead already.
Logic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because just because the flesh is dead, that means it can't be cooked. Ignoring the fact that that's how all meat that we consume works, but whatever.
Also, I'd also like to point out another thing. One reason I would have thought like the CG dancing was going to be a joke. Well, one of the evidence that this was a joke was kind of shown in this episode, which I thought was going to be shown in the earlier episode, was when that one guy just says, they look very stiff. What was the little comment he had.
Yeah.
If that was like in one of the first episodes and I never did it again, I would have said that CG was a joke. CG is not a joke. It just keeps on happening, but they finally like mentioned it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still very like conflicted. Like this episode, I was like in episode 7, I was pretty convinced like, okay, they just straight up can't afford to do like actual animation for their dance scenes.
And then episode 7 happens,
And
right?
then episode 8 happens, and I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening?
Well, even
I
episode
don't
7
know
with the
why.
other girls.
Well, okay, yeah, the other girls who get straight up animation, and then our girls get fucking CG, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But whatever. And then fucking 8 happens, and we get our girls with actual animation for their dancing, and I'm like, I was lied to.
Yeah. I was like, wait a
But I
minute.
think I can kind of make an argument for why they had actual animation in 8 and not CG.
8 was
But
very much slower.
8 was slower, and it was less people they had to do.
Less people, same amount of people.
But it was mostly focused on Lily. There were very few scenes in which all of the group was on stage or in the shot. It was mostly single shots on Lily.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure some of the background girls were CG. There were some moments where like it just kind of looked off.
Were they?
I
You're better at that
think.
than I do. I don't always pay attention to the background as much as you do.
Well, even the background, like even some of the shots when like it's kind of panned out when you see like the audience, when they're kind of in like the midground or the background, that's when it kind of like looks a little bit kind of stiff. But if it was CG, like I don't know if it was or wasn't. But anyways, yeah, they become cyborgs where they start shooting a laser out of their arms.
Yep.
That happens.
And we go back to the original song and dance with
Which-
the horrible cut-in thing
Damn,
that
I
despise.
fucking hate that song.
It is not a good song.
It is awful. Just have Junko sing again. That was better. They started singing. I'm like, damn it. They got rid of Junko. Ugh. Let's go to episode 8. I'm mad now.
Oh, I'm so glad that we can rile up Brandon just a little bit before ABC ends.
They did my girl dirty.
We had 2 weeks off, so we had to work him up into a lather again.
Yeah.
We can't just refresh him from last week's lather. We had to work it up fresh this week.
I mean, even last week. Last week was the Canary. Last week was also Junko. Like, that was enough. What is this? Open the gate a little.
Open the gate a little. Did you just make this, Alex? or did you
Hell
find
no.
No, we
Okay.
just found it.
I found this a while ago on Twitter. And it's like,
Okay.
it was,
There
this was the gorilla episode. And I found this the week of. It's like, oh.
That was me and Nick the entire time. We were like, what the fuck is going on? Nick was on the side that, no, it's not a joke. I was on the side that, yes, it was a joke. We got to the next episode. It happened again, and my hopes were crushed.
Yeah.
And then Nick's is still, like, kind of in the middle. Like, I don't think it's a joke. I think they're just, like, doing it. I'm pretty sure the last thing they're going to do, I don't think it'll be CG. I think they'll, actually spend the money to make it look nice, but who knows?
Maybe, maybe not.
I hope so.
The interview
yeah.
comes out. It's like, oh, we had plenty of budget. We just wanted to fuck with our fans.
I mean, I'd be okay with that. I'd be like, oh, you got me good. 5 out of 5 show. I love you guys.
Dude, okay, so I don't know how exactly to work this in there, but fucking should ABC ever become successful enough that we organize ABC a trip to Japan, fuck going to any of the classic otaku traps. We're gonna take a fucking ABC
Saga
trip
trip?
to Saga. We're gonna compete in the Mud Olympics.
Oh my god, I would
The
fucking love
Private
that.
Tory. Dude, we gotta do this shit.
The gang
Shit
goes
looks
to Japan.
hypey. The gang goes to Saga.
The gang gets dirty. The gang eats chicken.
The gang eats chicken.
God damn it! I love Saki and Tay.
The gang visits Psy Games.
So-
Hey, I played your game for like once, like 3 years ago. It sucked! Alright, so, episode 8.
Episode 8.
People got really mad, apparently.
Did they?
Well, some people got mad. I don't know how many.
I did not pay attention to the, how other people received it. I just know how I received it.
I thought it
Shit
was
was
funny.
a little bit fucking,
It was sad.
it was sad. It was heart-touching.
Yeah.
It was not bad in any way, in my opinion. I don't know why people would be upset about it.
So, was it from the SJWs or someone else? Did any like specific group like?
Some dude said that the Crunchyroll edited it wrong, or translated it wrong,
Oh,
and said that the real Japanese didn't have Lily being a guy, or having a penis.
Oh.
And then a bunch of Japanese people were like, you're wrong, and you don't know Japanese. Here's a tweet of you saying you're not from Japan.
Wait, what? Hold
That's-
on, go
that-
back.
So some dude on Twitter said that Crunchyroll translated this episode wrong to insinuate that Lily had a penis.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And he said that he knew Japanese and he knew that the real translation wasn't that. And then a couple of other Japanese people were like, here's a tweet of you saying you're not from Japan, and you're also wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
And that was that.
Oh,
Weird. I didn't really get that as an insinuation, but okay.
I saw one Twitter thing about that episode, but I didn't
Wait,
bother
that
clicking
Lily
on
has
it.
junk?
Huh?
that was like a joke?
Oh, just like
I was talking to Nick.
Lily.
Wait, did they say that Lily has that she's a
Lily-
transvestite?
Lily, transgender, sir.
Transgender. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, she's transgender.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I did not get that.
her given name is Masao, which is usually for guys. And
Yeah.
Okay,
that
yeah,
was
I
the
understand
thing.
that, and they gave her like the masculine ending, but I didn't know if that was just because she had like a masculine form name.
But no,
but,
like,
like-
then there's also a joke about how she has a penis.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, where I think Saki talks about something and she says the word junk, and this is where like the whole thing came in, like how they translate it wrong. Where she says junk, it cuts to Junko and Junko says junk and she gets flustered.
Oh.
And then in other translations, they just outright say, yeah, she has a penis.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was Shades dude that said that. I don't know.
What? I don't know. I don't remember her saying.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, they asked him like, did you know
It's
about
like-
this? And,
he was like,
and
yeah,
then the guy says,
who cares?
yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I did not catch on to that, but I'm also an idiot, so that's not surprising.
Apparently so. That's also why she grew facial hair, because she's going through puberty.
Right.
That makes way more sense. Wow, I'm like really fucking dumb. I'm like,
To be honest,
really
I didn't
fucking
catch that too, but when they made the joke, I was like, oh, now it all wraps in together.
dumb. I didn't get it until you explained it to me. Honestly, I'm dumb.
That's
you-
also like a big reason why they're saying Lily is Lily, because you're Lily.
Wow.
Did you
I'm
Damn,
like,
this
super
flew over
dumb.
Nick's head.
when
There
you
was
saw
so
that?
much in this episode that I was like, I don't get it. But
There's
okay.
like a whole extra dimension you missed.
Jesus Christ, Nick.
I just thought it was like a name thing. I just thought she had like a thing about her name, and they were like, "Your name's Lily because you call yourself Lily." I was like, I was not on the same page in this episode at all.
When you saw her growing facial hair, did you think, "Oh, is that girls can grow facial hair"?
Well, girls can grow
Basically.
facial hair.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
it's like
Well, it started out with leg hair, and I was like, I know that girls get leg hair because they shave their legs. all
Also,
the
because
time.
everyone gets leg hair.
Also because everybody gets leg hair. Fucking, if they'd been like, you had body hair or something, I'd be like, well, I mean, people still get body hair. Waxing is definitely a thing for everybody. But anyways, fucking,
Yeah.
they basically would have to come out and straight up say Lily has a penis for me to be like, I get it.
Which they kind of did
She's
say.
a man. Or she was a man. I don't know how to like be PC about this one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm real bad about
It's
this.
hard.
If I'm
She's a
gonna offend
penis.
somebody, understand that I don't want to, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, don't worry,
I'm
Nick.
not great about this.
Lily's trans ninja. That's all you need to remember.
People who actually try
Once
on
again,
that is fail.
I was so oblivious, didn't even realize that was the point of this episode.
Twitter is bad.
Really just thought the whole thing was she had a masculine sounding name, but was still a girl. But yeah, so anyways, that aside, we start out with, once again, the producer has way too much fun and makes horn noises with his mouth as he starts out his good morning to everybody. Once again, yells at Sakura after being nice to everybody else because, I don't know, he's a weirdo. Where he then decides that they have to take advantage of the small amount of popularity that they've gained and start to go on, like, little fan meetup, you know, small performances and handshaking and stuff like that. Solid gif of almost exactly what my reaction was to the last like 5 minutes of conversation. Where
Anyways,
it was
yeah.
like it was like you took my world and like corrected it, like the entire world actually moved upside down, and as I like reprocessed the entire episode in my head and went, holy shit, it makes so much more sense all of a sudden.
All the pieces, they fall into place.
All of these, like, all of the jokes, all of like the plot, the actual story, I get it all of a sudden. I now totally understand why she had like a thing about the hair. Before that, I was like, I can't believe she died because of some hair that she grew. Now I'm like, it totally makes sense.
Subtlety.
It wasn't even that subtle.
Once again, it was not, but Nick's an idiot. Before I was like, this girl has some weird body issues, but now I'm like, she's got some complete normal body issues.
She does.
I mean, she does, but also like I understand it, like I get it.
Anyways, yeah. So go whatever. Go. Let's call him Go. Fucking King Kong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, fucking the debt collector. So yeah, we have like a couple performances that it kind of skips through, and we get to a photo session that we're gonna have, and this is where we see, technically for the second time in the episode, we see debt collector guy, shaved head, whatever you want to call him, Japanese Vin Diesel show up to meet with Lily.
Yep. The first time was in the cold open where he decides not to have lunch with his coworkers. He goes out to the park. He was watching a little girl because he is reminded of his daughter, while he's eating something. I'm pretty sure he was eating like canned food, but like it was like food in the shape of a can. He was just like popping it in his mouth. Like it was like canned beans, and he was just eating the entire can. Anyways,
Wow, he does shove like a whole cylinder just like
right.
right into his mouth. Okay, this guy also has some. We'll get to it a little bit later when we talk about like the flashback scenes. But dude has some weird proportions to his
It's his
body.
Popeye's fucking body proportions with his fucking hands and head.
Also, his like,
Dude,
small
yeah.
ass head.
His
Yeah.
small ass head,
Jesus
his
Christ.
large ass hand.
Which is funny because Lily has a big ass head and a small ass body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude had some like fucking double XL size hands, and he had
She
like a
got it
small
from
head.
her mama.
Yeah. Despite the fact that, oh my god, so much of this episode makes sense now, and why she didn't want to turn into her dad. Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
Oh. Right.
Wow, I'm super dumb.
Okay, well,
God.
anyways.
Anyways.
Yeah, the photo session. It's his turn. He grabs her because, you know, he's distraught that he's shocked that he found his dead daughter right there.
Understandably, like, surprised about this, touches her shoulder.
And
then
of course,
Saki-
Saki's not having it. She gives
Yeah.
him a good, like, fucking roundhouse kick and just boom. Man, how fucking strong are her legs?
Dude, she's, yeah.
That
She's
guy's
got the-
gonna kill a sparrow. Or,
She's like Zangief. She could
Zangief?
crush men's head
Yeah,
between
like-
thighs like like a sparrow's
There we
egg.
go. There we go. That's what the line was.
Um,
I hit the title of it.
in the meantime, there's like a little, in between scene with the two metalheads who have become like the ultimate fans of French Shushu, where the chubby one has, the Brandonism of it must be so nice to get kicked in the face by her.
This reminds me of a very great scene from Hinamatsuri, where something very similar happens, where one of the characters slaps another one, and then you pant, and then it cuts to the her two guy friends, and one of them says, "Oh God, I wish that were me." And then he just looks at him. He's like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, nothing. I don't know. You're weird." And it just cuts away immediately.
Solid.
Fucking loved it. Also, I've recently been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and this is also a small little like thing that happens with Jake's character, where he like slowly likes that Amy becomes like meaner to him. There's two instances.
Oh.
One in the Halloween scene where she's being very mean to him, and he's like, "Can you go more?"
Oh
And
yeah.
then one a bit later on, where she's like chicken winging his his arm, and he's like, "Oh, do it harder."
Uh,
He's
it's interesting, but I also always get thrown off by the fact that Amy wants fucking Jake to do his Captain Holt impression while they're at home. That's a little bit disconcerting.
also the fact that she sees him as his dad and still wants her to do it, or still wants him
Yeah,
to do it.
and still wants him to do it. There's layers there. Anyways,
Moving on.
back to Zombieland Saga.
We have that cut away, and then we have the next scene, which is them interrogating Go.
Right.
and then
with,
go like,
guard dog Yamada Tai.
yep, and then Go try to say, "Oh, she's my daughter," and he never really gets it out, and then she kind of walks away.
Yeah. Well, he really kind of just says like, "Oh, excuse me. I remember this like TV idol from the '90s,"
Oh
Named
yes.
Lily. and that's kind of like where it cuts out.
Okay.
Where they kind of have like a conversation about like, I can't believe, I mean they basically have a conversation of like the manager said that like somebody could remember us from our pasts because everybody else was in like high profile, like high notoriety jobs.
Yeah. Hence, I, Juko, and Lily. Oh my God, I forgot her
Lily.
name.
Well, even Saki was,
Oh,
the
she's
boss of a major motorcycle gang in Saga.
yeah, I guess that makes sense. But Sakura's literally nobody,
Yeah.
and then the
And
courtesan's just really fucking old.
Courtesan's from the 1800s, so
Yep.
probably is not going to be recognized by anybody.
And
But there might be stories written about her.
Yeah,
And
I was
whatever
gonna say, could
Tay
be
is
super
from.
legendary.
Oh, super legendary stories.
Super legendary stories. And then wherever the legendary Yamada Tai is from,
yeah.
which at some point I hope we will find out more about her.
I
we just
hope
don't.
so.
Like, she just is there.
I'm not saying I want her to develop personality. I just want to know something about her.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be anything good.
Well, here's the thing. She's always wearing prison outfits, so I think she's a prisoner.
Maybe.
Who knows? We'll find out later. Wait,
Find
she,
out later.
if we're going with their injuries, or if their bandages suggest what their injuries are, her bandages are over her neck. She got beheaded.
Well, the courtesan got beheaded. We can see the scar. She doesn't have bandages over it.
Because she doesn't have bandages on it, that's why. But,
I mean, yeah.
what's
the
her face might
Yamada
have
Tai
bandages.
might.
And that's
Okay.
what the other ones do.
It's another thing. On her on the wiki page for all the characters, she's wearing a nun outfit.
Weird.
Oh, kinky.
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm all about it.
The one thing that I read somewhere as like a fan theory about sort of like the backstory to like zombification was that the producer basically discovered zombification in trying to preserve the body of his first love, who is Yamada Tai, which is why it's like incomplete, whereas everybody else is like much better. And that's why he
Once
like
again.
wanted to form a zombie idol group so that she can live a life.
Once again, kinky.
Yeah,
Mm.
right.
is it
We're all-
necrophilia?
I mean,
Yes.
eh.
Yeah.
Only if he like tries to act on it, I guess.
Oh, no, I was implying if he did act on it.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah?
well,
Okay.
I don't
Because it
know.
is still a cold body. Just
Yeah.
remember that.
True, they
You
are
could
cold.
warm it up in the bath.
Oh god.
You thought about this?
I've watched a lot of videos.
I'm reminded of the scene from American Pie where he puts the cherry pie in
What?
the microwave first.
Oh,
It sticks his dick in it.
that's a good way to get a yeast infection. Don't do that.
Really a yeast infection. Don't ever do that, kids.
No.
American Pie, not all that great for sexual education, believe it or not. Back to Zombieland Saga.
We have not gotten past this one scene.
We've not gotten far through Zombieland Saga. Zombieland Saga really slowed us down. We started like 50 minutes in. We've been going. It's been like 40 minutes. We've been doing Zombieland Saga.
Okay, let's go. Fast pace.
Okay.
Actually, technically, we did get through a lot of what happened with this episode.
Right.
Because this next part is where they find out that Lily had a penis and was a boy at birth. But now Lily.
First, we talk about. I actually don't know if we talked about that, seeing as how I didn't catch on to it at all, so I don't know where it starts.
So at some point, this is happening in the latter half of the episode. During it's interspliced with Go having kind of his having flashbacks as to why how. Wait, no. This is flashbacks of Lily.
No, Lily has the flashbacks.
Yeah,
She's
okay.
talking to Sakura and telling her story about how
she became,
her dad used to be, and how they used to like love TV
Yes.
and they watch TV all the time, and so she wanted to be on TV to like, basically make him even more happy.
This is where it
and
gets
so-
revealed that she has a penis. Some more stuff happens, and then Go has his flashback to like him breaking the TV after he gets really sad.
Right.
It cuts back to him at work. He gets handed a piece of paper, which says, hey, we're having a concert at this place. He throws it away. He's gonna go. Everyone fucking knows this. They have the concert. He shows up. They sing. It's 2D drawn for the most part, I think. I don't know. I have to watch it again to see if it actually is.
Uh-huh.
And she kind of sings. Her singing voice is better than her normal voice,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
The start of the song was really weird because it was more like spoken
Talking,
word
yeah.
than like
It was
in
very
tune.
soft and fast.
Yeah. It was
It
very
was- it was
bizarre
a-
at first, but it kind of like got better into like the middle and the end. It became like an actual song.
I thought it was okay. I didn't like the song. I still like Junko's song more.
I'm not surprised you did. I mean, I liked it for less of as a song and more of as like a letter to her father.
It was a nice emotional moment.
Yeah. It was a solid emotional moment. It developed the character, I think, better than any of the other songs have, because it had more of an emotional undercurrent than any of the other songs had.
Well, I feel like that was the only one that had like a significance in a character development.
Right.
The other one was just like, yo, get over your fear of lightning. She didn't sing about lightning. She just,
Yeah.
stopped caring about it.
Well, there was nothing. Yeah, but I mean, like the song didn't have anything to do with like being strong or anything like that, or like overcoming your fears. So, I
Yeah.
mean, they definitely could have like, once again, been on the nose with something like that. But this was purely intended as a letter to her father, so it
Yeah.
made a lot of sense.
And then he shows up, gets an extra small shirt for, the
That was
shrine for her
before.
daughter. Was that
Yeah,
was that before?
Yes.
That was way before. Yeah.
That was
Oh
way before.
shit!
He shows up at like it was the same venue. He shows up and gets the extra small shirt and basically says like, I won't be coming back. Because
Yeah, you're right.
it's weird. And that's when she's like, I want to be able to write this letter to my father.
And
And
there you
so
Yeah.
And then the episode ends. 'Cause-
she, basically tells him the letter. They both have like a good cry about like, it's over now, but
I'm a zombie. I can't live
Yeah.
in your world.
And
Right. I think they
then-
both moved on from the past that was holding them holding them back. At least more so, Japanese Vin Diesel than Lily,
Yeah.
who I don't think was being held back that
Then-
much by her past.
Then starts watching TV and eating with his coworkers again.
Yep. Finn.
To be continued.
And in the next episode, we will probably see
Saki.
Saki. So it seems like we're getting one backstory an episode now. So
Oh shit! Right, we haven't gone to the Corzin Girl either.
right, I'm
Fuck
really hoping
yes.
we will get there. I want to see the courtesan's backstory also.
And we might get something about Shades. Maybe, maybe not.
He's a zombie, actually.
I'm a vampire.
And there we go.
Yeah.
That was a lot to go through.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And then we
How
got
much-
super sidetrack at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Fucking
How
Zombieland.
much recording you got?
This doesn't show how much time I've been recording.
Oh,
At
it
the end of
doesn't.
recording.
Shit. Really? Damn.
Well, fuck it. This has been ABC. Sorry we didn't do introductions because we were super busy with trying to get through everything. I was Brandon.
I was Nick.
I'm Alex.
No, you were Alex.
I think as a group, over the last hour and 44 minutes that we've been speeding through this, we're, as a group, ABC is selling out to throat lozenges. Please save us.
Actually, fuck that. I'm gonna sell out to Spotify for having Refrain by... I can't... I don't know how to say that word. Regardless, it is a song.
Solid sellout.
It is a song from After the Rain Ends. It's the ending song. I fucking love that song. It's on Spotify. I was super happy when I found it.
Shout out to Have a Nice Day!
Shut
Exclamation
the fuck up,
point.
Alex. This is my thing.
You're done.
You're done. We all get a thing. You shut the fuck up.
You guys sold out to throat
Who the
lozenges.
fuck do you think you are?
Fine, whatever. I guess I'll to song tune, Alex.
I already did. Bye.
Ah, what an asshat. Get your own thing,
Fucking thinks he has a thing.
Nick.
Thinks he owns
Are you
the
gonna-
thing that is ABC.
Are you gonna sell out to a song too? Because that's what I was doing.
I'm gonna sell out
Blackpink?
to Blackpink. Alex knew exactly what I was going to
Yeah.
do because I've mentioned it before. I'm selling out to Whistle by Blackpink. It's a great song. Also, I'm obsessed with K-pop right now. I have a problem.
Those idols though, they get mistreated so bad.
They do.
That's a problem.
It is really a problem.
It's pretty, yeah.